What's going on, guys? Tiana Burst here, and you're watching TianaBurst.tv, the place to be, because I'm going to give you guys some specific tips on how to build a business and life that you absolutely love. Now, don't call me as a life coach, because that is not what I am. I'm simply a young lady who literally over the last 10 years have been a full-time entrepreneur. I'm a weekly published columnist. I write for one of the largest magazines in the entire world. I also write for a local paper as well. I'm a blogger, video blogger, creator of my own magazine, you name it, I've done it, and I influence a lot of really influential people. And it sounds all really fucking great, but the truth of the matter is that my name is just Tiana Burst. That's exactly who I am, and I want to pour into everyone and talk about, in this 5-part video series, goal setting. Now, I think goal setting can sometimes be bullshit, to be honest with you, and I think sometimes it's a really great thing. So I'm going to dive into why I think it's bullshit and then why I think it's great, all at the same time, kind of like a oxymoron, I think I would like to call it, but I want to tie it into what I've been able to accomplish. So here's the thing, I've been able to do some phenomenal things in my life, and in the very beginning of me being an entrepreneur, a lot of the things that I did, I would say was by accident, to be completely honest with you. I just kind of set out a goal, or I didn't even set a goal, I just had an idea, and then I just took action on that idea. I didn't know there was a science to it. I didn't realize that I was manifesting all these magical things like a fucking unicorn does. I just wanted to hit a goal, create an idea, hit that idea, and then go on to the next thing. And so I realized, though, over the last couple of years that there is a full-on science to hitting and achieving any goal that you have, and more importantly, implementing any idea that you have, where you may not know which way to go, but I've actually created a damn science, so we're gonna say a science to it. But the first thing is that I wanna talk about goal setting in general. Most people set New Year's resolutions, which I think is the bullshit part of it, and they set New Year's resolutions, and by the 15th of January, guys, let me tell you something, the goals are gone. Like, they stop achieving their goals, they realize that it's too fucking hard, and they move on to live the life that they lived in the little robotic R2-D2 way that they've been living for the last probably 20-30 years. So why is goal setting in January one of the most popular things to do? I don't know. I guess you look back and you look at the year that had passed and you're like, oh, my life sucks, I'm ready to make a change. But what most people don't understand is that you can make a life change any day of the week. It can be June 15th, it can be June 1st, it can be December 1st, it can be October 2nd. You can make a life change any day of the week. It's sticking to the decision that you've made long after the mood in which you made that decision has passed, which is really the most difficult part of hitting a goal, because it takes full-on discipline. You know, I'm the first to admit, being an entrepreneur for 10 years, it is challenging at its best, but it's rewarding to say the least. And I say that because it teaches you how to really hit a goal by having major discipline. So the first thing that I would say when you set a goal, be very specific with your goal, okay? Make sure it's, a goal must be difficult, amendable, achievable, positive, and written down. So if you're missing any one of those steps, then you're not really setting a realistic goal. If you have a goal in your mind and you have an idea, it's not written down, it's not really a goal. So the first thing is identifying a goal that must be amendable, achievable, difficult, positive, and written down, okay? It doesn't have to be in a specific order, just in that fashion. Now, the second thing that I recommend is that when you set a goal, make sure that the goal is obviously in your face. My goals are everywhere. You look in my house, in my room, on my headboard of my bed, in my bathroom. There is Post-its, sticky notes everywhere, and not necessarily the goal, but it's an affirmation of the goal already being achieved. So I'm staring at a goal every day, already being achieved, and so my mindset naturally goes and implements the daily activities in which I need to do to hit any goal that I have. Sorry, it's my dog over there. And the third thing, guys, is when you're setting a goal, is you really have to want it, okay? You really have to want it, because I could want to, I don't know, lose 100 pounds. That'd be like a whole person, but I can want to lose weight, but if I'm not getting up and going to the gym every day, then really I'm just saying I want to lose weight. So you really have to be very clear and honest with yourself. A good way to do that is to look at yourself in the mirror every day and ask yourself, what do you really want? Most people have a hard time knowing who they are, so they tend to do what others do because they don't have a sense of their self, right? Their sense of self. So really looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, what do I want? You know, closing your eyes and meditating, just visualizing what you want, asking yourself the hard question. What is it that you really want? 9 times out of 10, if you ask yourself that question, it would be the complete opposite of the way that you're living. So the third step is being honest with yourself, asking yourself the hard question, which is, what the hell do I want to do with my life? What do I really want to do with my inner self, my external being as well? And then taking the action steps, which is the hardest part. Now, getting into taking action steps is going to be a part of the 5-day video series. So I want you just to sit back, rewatch this video, get some clarity, I should say. Clarity is power. Get some clarity with what you really want your life to look like, what you want your goals to be. And they could be very small goals, guys. You don't have, if you're scared of big goals, I mean, I say, you know, if you think big, you'll become big. But if you want to just start small, just start really small with a small goal. And then over the next few days, I'm going to teach you specifically how to hit and manifest those smaller goals, and in return, how to set bigger goals and hit those goals as well. So with that being said, guys, Tiana Burst, you're watching TianaBurst.tv, the place to be. And guess what? The action starts in the comments. What are you waiting for? Leave some comments. And without further ado, I'm gonna go. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Tiana Burst. Peace.